and welcome to Broken Entertainment. So yesterday, some really big news broke in the comic book industry, what is left of it. Marvel Comics has signed a distribution deal with Penguin Random House, which is big news for Penguin Random House. It's big news for comic book shops, and it's horrible, horrible news for Diamond Distributors. If you're not familiar with the situation, Diamond Distributors was the only distributor in the entire comic book industry for the better part of at least 10 years. I think it was actually more than that. And when the whole pandemic thing started, they shut down. Just out of the blue, they just shut down. They're still, well, we're not going to run anything. Even though a bunch of states were open, even though, as it turned out, distributors in other industries kept functioning just fine, even though the economy continued to move, they shut everything down and brought the entire comic book industry to a halt, and then told everyone, we don't really have the money to pay you, so we'll pay you as we feel like it. Which in any other industry would have gotten them shut down immediately. They would have had lawyers and bank people at their door the next day. But because they were a quote-unquote benevolent monopoly, according to the federal government, they just did that and everything was hunky-dory. Now we're starting to see there was actually some fallout. It just took a while. DC Comics later on yanked their stuff from Diamond and made their own distributor, and now Marvel's doing the same thing. And good for them. Diamond deserves everything it's getting and more. They were one of the latest, greatest nails in the comic book industry. They did it for no particular reason other than that they're failing at their job to begin with. And it's good to see a monopoly that has held the industry by the toes for so long begin to crumble. I'm all for it. So, here's the news. Yesterday, Marvel Comics and Penguin Random House made a surprising announcement that sent shockwaves through the comic industry, particularly comic shops and retailers. Marvel Comics and Penguin Random House Publishing Services had sealed the deal for exclusive worldwide multi-year sales and distribution agreement for Marvel's newly published and backlist comic books, trade collections, and graphic novels to comic shops in the direct market. The distribution to retailers for all Marvel titles is set to begin October 1st. This is a shot across the bow to comics retailer Diamond Comic Distributors, and President and CEO Steve Geppi was quick to respond. It's not a shot across the bow. They shot them in the face. Okay? Let's be real. This isn't a warning shot. This isn't, oh, hey, we're moving some of our stuff. This is, you shut everything down. You didn't pay us. We're going somewhere else. Penguin Random House didn't shut down. Penguin Random House kept distributing books. So we're going to go to Penguin Random House, and they're going to be our distributor because we know they're not going to screw us over. Whereas Diamond was just like, yeah, well, we run this business, so we'll just decide to shut down. You know, sent the whole industry scrambling to figure out how to continue to bring in money. It was ridiculous. They were the direct cause of comic book shops having even more problems at a time when they were shutting down at record rates. So, this isn't a shot across the bow. That's the biggest understatement I've read in a long time. And of course, Steve Geppi, as he always does, spins the living hell out of it. We value our almost 40-year relationship with Marvel and are pleased that we will continue selling Marvel products to the direct market and other channels. The change Marvel announced today represents a behind-the-scenes shift, no kidding, in how Diamond interacts with Marvel for certain products, but does not impact our ability to supply our customers with Marvel comics, trades, and graphic novels. Yes, it does. That's a lie. So, are they going to be able to continue selling? Yes. But the deal Marvel signed with Penguin Random House is exclusive, which means for Marvel to get these books, or for Diamond to get these books, they have to buy them from Penguin Random House. Which means they're going to have to charge the comic book shop more money to buy them from them, which means the comic book shop's already small profit window just got smaller if they buy from Diamond. There's no reason for a comic book shop to buy them from Diamond now. And you'll see this in the rest of his delightful spin, because Steve Geppi spins like you wouldn't believe. I saw him on a live stream when they shut down, and he was talking about how great everything was. And he is the epitome of the lying CEO. I expect discount terms under which our retail partners order these Marvel products to change. There it is. And Diamond will communicate that information to our customers well in advance of any adjustments. While there are still details on this new arrangement to work through, my leadership team and I are committed to making this supply change as operationally seamless as possible, because you don't have a choice for retail partners, and we look forward to our continued distribution of Marvel products because you don't have a choice. Their entire business is now reliant on those small comic book companies like Boom, IDW. They're not dead, but they're on the way. It wouldn't surprise me at all to find Boom Studios switching to Penguin Random House or IDW. I think the comic book publishers are a lot more angry at what Diamond did than we initially believed. We knew that DC was angry because they yanked the carpet right away. But now it's pretty apparent to me that Marvel immediately started looking somewhere else. And good for them. Geppi told Newsarama, I expect to discount terms under which our retail partners order these Marvel products to change, and Diamond will communicate that. Yeah, we already got that part. Steve Geppi's insistence that it's going to be okay could be his honest mistake, or his honest take. It's not. He said it was going to be okay when they shut everything down. Then he said everything was going to be great when they started everything back up. No. But the mere mention of discounts shifting suggests that Diamond may naturally see Marvel's move as adversarial, because it is, and one that will impact its bottom line, because it will. Also because they're going to have to buy from somebody else now, whereas before they bought directly from, there's that another step in that supply chain makes it cost more, cuts down on the profit. If you're a comic book shop, you can either sell comics, continue to sell comics through Diamond and make less money, or you can buy them from Penguin Random House and make more money. That's your choice. Because Diamond's going to have to charge you more. You're not going to be able to charge your customer more because nobody else will. And your customer will be like, well, how come I can go down the street and get it for $4.99? I go to you and I get it for $6.99. They won't stick around. So Diamond comic book shops won't be able to increase their costs, so they're just going to have to eat it if they buy it from Diamond. It makes no sense to continue buying from Diamond. Are you going to be able disrupted from going down to the comic book shop and picking up Marvel comics? No. You won't see a change on your end. The change will be at the comic book shop level and at the distribution level. And you're going to see comic book shops buying less stuff from Diamond Comics. They're going to still buy Boom Studios, IDW, etc., some of the cheaper statues, that kind of thing. But they're not going to buy their books for Marvel from Diamond. Just like they don't buy their DC comics from Diamond. And it's funny because all the people who lambasted DC for moving away from Diamond and making their own distributor are now praising Marvel for doing the same thing. Interesting. So, if you're worried about buying a Marvel comic, don't. You'll be fine. If you're worried about Diamond, I don't know why. But they will continue to limp along for a while. If we start to see some of these smaller comic companies spin off towards Penguin Random House or somebody else, then they're in deep trouble. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time.